Hey, good morning. My name is James E. Collins, Channel Manager with NetFortris here. Let's get this started. There we go. So our company's been around for 25 years. We just celebrated 25 years in business. Legacy NetFortris is a managed network services company. So network is in our DNA. That's what we know. We are CLEC in certain areas of the country, and we still maintain our MPLS network, and that's an important factor for us because we run most of our services off of that, and we'll talk about that a little bit later. But we're headquartered in Plano and co-headquartered in Plano and Seattle, and we have 3 diverse data centers throughout the country as well. When I say managed network services, we deliver UCaaS, SD-WAN, security, and we had to make a decision. We wanted to provide full solutions, so we had to make a decision on the UCaaS platform, and that was whether we were going to build it ourselves or we were going to go out and acquire. So we made the decision about 2.5 years ago to acquire Finality. So if you guys are familiar with Finality, that's who we acquired. So that gives us our full-blown UCaaS play there. Here's some of our great logos here. So if you hadn't heard of us, I'm sure you've probably heard of some of these guys, Jiffy Lube, Dunkin' Donuts. Thornton's is a convenience store based in Kentucky. They have a few scattered throughout Florida here. But most of these have multi-solutions for us, and they're multi-locations. So if you look at these, they're really simple solutions where they have our UCaaS play. We bring in a broadband connection. They use our failover, and also they use our firewall. So that's a great play for us when we're in a multi-location opportunity where we can bundle our solutions as well. There's some more. And here's our four legs of the stool here. So like Kevin mentioned, broadband aggregation is a big play for us. So if you have those opportunities, multi-location broadband aggregation, you definitely need to call me. For one, we pay more on network than anybody in the market. So, and that comes out on my numbers about 25% more. So if you're making $100,000 off of a deal, right, and you're going to get 25% more of that if you bring those network opportunities to us. And I think all of us are in here to make money. We don't want to leave 25% on the table. So definitely call me on those opportunities. And it's not just a billing exercise either. So when we do broadband aggregation, we're actually putting routers on site, and we're monitoring that traffic as well. So we're making sure that all of those circuits and all of those connections are up. Our SD-WAN solution, talk a little bit about that. We do it a little bit differently. We acquire the gateways from Velo, and we have those in our POPs. We have 8 POPs throughout the country, and we have that equipment set up there in high availability clusters. So we manage the entire process, and you as a partner, you can manage, or your customer can manage as little or as much as you like from that standpoint. So we have a shared model, so 100% down to 0% management. And the visibility features, which if you guys are interested, we can do a demo or a walkthrough of the SD-WAN product, but you'll see the visibility to the links and everything there are what your clients would definitely want to see. PCI certified, and also we have 4G backup as a service as well. And then when we get to the UCaaS section here, that's what we talked about when we acquired Finality. So we have those engineers still on staff. They're still supporting it. We can do customizations. It is a full-blown seat, and today, through the end of this year, we have a 6x spiff going on. So another one, right? Money. So let's talk about how we can make money, how we can put more money in your pocket. So we have a 6x spiff on our UCaaS play. And again, call me. I can walk you through a quick demo, and we can show you how to get that in. Contact center. And this is actually a very nice offering. We have all the bells and whistles there. We're working on omni-channel, so that should be coming out early next year. But right here is, I like to call it a contact center light. So it has all your average talk times, average time to hold, all the stats that you're looking for there. Our contact center offers that. And then firewall, basically look at it, unified threat management, you know, like the guard at the door, right? Who's supposed to get in, and we let them in. Who's supposed to stay out, we don't let them out. So that's our security offering. So when we bring these together, right, we're very hard to beat. Right, we can do any of these standalone as well. Like the UCAS play, you can sell that standalone. You can sell any of these standalone. You can sell a firewall, single firewall, standalone if you like. But the value that we bring is when we bring all of these together. Any questions before I move on? I talked about our network a little bit, and here's the map that shows our network here. And the pops throughout the country here. So if something happens in Reston, right, we'll fill over to either Atlanta or Chicago, depending on the quickest route there. Here's the aggregation again as well. Any of these, we will put on one invoice, one single invoice, and we're hearing that more and more, especially for MSPs and partners like yourself. You're probably dealing with, especially if it's a franchise or a doctor's office or something, right? They may not have those people on site. So working with a managed services organization like NetFortris, that provides that level of management. So if they have multi-locations across the country, they don't know whether it's an AT&T circuit, whether it's Comcast, they don't know what it is. So they got one phone number to call, and we will figure out what's going on there. And most of the time, right, we're proactively monitoring those connections. So if we see any type of degradation, we're proactively placing that ticket for your client. Just a little bit more there. So what happens after the sale is as important as making the sale. So we have a whole support team. We have a dedicated strategic account manager, quality assurance, the provisioning team. Executive sponsorship is important. So, and what that means is if the deal is $5,000 and above, we will assign one of our executive VPs to sponsor that. That means you will have their number, your client will have their number. If there's any issues, or if you just want to call and take them to lunch, they'll take that phone call as well. But a lot of times, what this means is that, you know, we know things happen, but we're not going to put our head in the sand because things do happen. So you will have availability to everyone in the organization. And I like to say we're a lot like TCG in that manner. You guys know TCG is people over tools. I think that's what they say. But if not, then that's what I'm going to say, they say, right? But yeah, there you go. Yeah, people over portals. So we don't want you getting stuck in a portal. We want you to have a relationship with us, with me, with our engineering team, with our operations team. And once we become closer, you will know everyone in the organization, so you won't get stuck on a portal or a phone number or a line there. We're Oakland Raiders here. So we manage their retail stores. And so we have Wi-Fi, we have their phones, and we have their failover, and we bring in broadband connection as well. So that's just another example of bringing all of these opportunities into one. There's the Jiffy Lube as well. I know I went through that really quickly because I just want to get over the main points of who we are and how to call us. And I would like to take time if you guys have any questions, or maybe do a demo on our UCAS play or SD-WAN, any of our managed services. Any questions that you guys may have? We have NNIs with almost every provider out there. If there is a provider that we don't have a relationship with, and let's say you have a number of sites, but there's one that we don't have a contract with, we will enter into that contract with them for your client to bring that client on board. All right. Thank you, guys.